Hi, I'm Nick Bolano, and you're watching the Nick Bolano Radio Show. This radio show is brought to you by Dr. Dre, who has been quoted as saying, "Fuck all y'all," and "You're not Martin Luther King." This radio show is also brought to you by Stratagem, where our motto is, "We are so much better than you, it hurts." A special guest on the show, we have Charles Camisa, who's going to be giving his opinion on whatever the hell he wants. Charles, what do you have to say today?
Well, today I have to give some input on research I recently did. From the MIT University, they have discovered...
Because that's right, because you went to the MIT University, right?
Yeah, I had a conference trip over there because I'm very busy.
Yes, I get it. You're our god.
Thank you, Nick. So I went there, joined in on the conference, and discovered something very interesting with the team. There's this thing called people molecules. Now, the way it works is that all organisms in the world have a certain amount of people molecules that give themselves a resemblance to a human being of a divine presence who's like, are they an actual person or not? However, certain humans, who we refer to as humanoids, lack some people molecules, and some individuals of them have none at all. So what we say...
Are you saying that there are beings among us who look human but are in fact not people?
That is exactly what I'm saying, Nick.
Wow. Would Paul happen to be one of those people who are not actually people?
That would be the best example you could ever name. I commend you for giving such a quick example on the spot.
Wow. Okay. So there you have it, folks. It turns out that some people can actually not be considered people. The next thing we have to talk about is we have a caller, one of the viewers, just like you. Except, he's not as cool as me, and he's not as cool as Paul, but we gotta give him a chance. Everybody, this is Rob, something, I don't know his last name. Hello, Rob, you're on the line.
Hi, Nick. How's it going?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing all right.
What would you like to talk about?
I don't know. What's going on?
Me and Charles were just discussing how there are some kinds of people who have absolutely no people molecules, thus making them not people.
Describe in further detail this to me, because I have no fucking clue what you're talking about.
Well, Charles has revealed that, extensive research shows that there are people who appear to look normal, but deep inside they lack something called people molecules, which makes them not a person. So they could just be treated like crap because they're not actually people. A good example that we gave was Paul.
I think I know what you're talking about, yeah. I think I know a few people like that.
Like who?
There's this one person I know, it starts with a B or something. It rhymes with, Rakin or something. I don't know. I feel like you might know him too.
Nope.
Oh, fuck it.
You're rambling right now, and we're recording. Like, this is on the show right now. You're looking like a complete idiot in front of everybody.
I know, that's my main goal. I don't fucking know.
I don't fucking know, he says. Immortal quote from Rob. I don't fucking know.
People molecules, dude? Like, I study this shit.
Well, yeah, that Charles went to MIT, and that was the conclusive research that he found.
That's wonderful.
It is absolutely wonderful. Thank you for realizing that.
Yeah, I know.
Is there anything you would like to talk about, or should I just mute you and be super rude?
What's been going on, man? How you been?
You're really asking personal questions while I'm recording a radio show? How unprofessional.
Dude, I haven't seen you for years. Get over it.
Well, the last time you saw me, you gave me gonorrhea.
Well, that's not my fucking fault.
That is exactly your fucking fault.
You wanted to do it bareback, deal with it.
Good point. You make a fair point, sir.
Yeah, so it's all your fault, you big baby.
Oh, you just called me a big baby? Do you know what I did to the last person who called me a big baby?
Whoa.
That's unimportant.
I think it kind of is.
Nope. I'm hanging up on you. Fuck you. We have a special guest today. Another special guest. Paul Mirren. He was actually an eyewitness to a horrible, horrible event. What happened is Gulf Coast was evacuated because Miss Komar farted. They had to evacuate the entire school, and injuries are estimated to be in the hundreds. But here's Paul giving us more information.
Hi, Nick. It was,
Take your time, Paul.
It was awful. We were just sitting in school, and, we heard this loud sound from across the class, or from the other side of the school. And we didn't know what was going on, and then suddenly, people just start dying.
It's funny because suffering.
They just died, Nick.
That is so funny.
Miss Komar farted, and they were just dying.
Was it like 9/11? That is so funny. Tell us more, Paul.
I saw somebody's face burn off.
That is hilarious. Did it look like one of those pictures from Osama bin
It
Laden
looked
that were fake?
exactly like Osama bin Laden in the face.
That is hilarious because, tragedy. I mean, I remember that one time a couple years back where this dude Hitler was like, hey man, let's kill all the Jews. That was pretty damn funny, right, Paul?
No!
How are you feeling?
Have you ever seen hell? Have you ever been to the darkest depths of human mankind? Have you ever seen
I was standing next to your mom the other day, so yes.
burning souls of evil and despair?
Yeah, like I said, I was next to your mom.
This is an evil far greater than any mother you could imagine.
So, were people dying?
Yes, Nick.
How many people do you think died?
Estimations are in the hundreds of billions. There's only about 2,000 people at school, so it's a big loss.
Thank you for sharing the horrors that you have wrought, Paul. I have another thing to talk to you about. Another scourge has been going around the entire Naples area. A musician known as Young Funk has been going around spraying his disgusting, terrible, horrible music. And being a musician, it really pains me to say that. What's your opinion, Paul?
Why, yes, Nick. This artist known as Young Funk, he
It is my understanding that he doesn't know how to spell the word young.
You see, what he's actually doing, he's trying to pander to his audience, the Facebook generation,
yes,
if you will.
The retarded internet user.
Yes, the
demographic.
people who can't spell. Like I said, yes, he's trying to pander to that audience in order to boost his sales, which currently remain at absolutely nothing.
How interesting. It is my understanding that in my last show I said that Bring Me the Horizon was the worst thing that had ever happened to music. I had actually listened to Young Funk earlier today, and wow, I have got to say, how wrong was I?
I didn't want to call you out on it then, because I know that you probably would have sodomized me to a great extent.
Yep.
So, yes, I would just like to point out, in fact, you were wrong. Bring Me the Horizon is light years more tolerable than Young Funk will ever be.
Wow, because for those who haven't actually heard Young Funk, it's literally just the smallest, most unintimidating white kid, and he lazily blurts out lines that rhyme, but he rhymes, I don't know, it's like, he makes it seem like he gets women, like he's got women in the back of his trunk, and then he said something about alligators, and I don't know, it was a mess. It was an
quote-unquote haters in the 239.
Yeah, he also refers to, like, I don't know. He's trying to make it seem like where we live isn't where we live. Because you could literally walk down the street with thousands of dollars hanging out of your pockets and no one would commit any crime to you.
It's a pretty white place we live in.
And then he goes around talking like it's the fucking ghetto, like, man, I come from the 239. I'm fucking hardcore.
He is not.
He is not. So, is there anything else you would like to talk about, Paul?
Well, if you would care to join me on the recent debates, on the Republican debates.
Oh, yeah, you mean the things that nobody watches?
Exactly. I believe it was like the 5 millionth third 3 million. Some obscure, it's very large number, might I say. Yes, as you know, the Florida primaries are coming up on
I
Tuesday.
don't care.
Okay, well, not many people do.
What is a Florida primary?
Well-
Don't answer that question. I don't care.
Anyway, you have your debaters like Mitt Romney, who, despite the fact that he makes
Who's Mitt Romney?
Mitt Romney's this one.
Don't answer the question.
As I was saying, he's this one. He's trying to. His biggest problem is that nobody likes him. He's much like the young funk of the political world. Nobody likes him.
You better say something funny, or I'm gonna mute your
Yes,
mic.
I will. Anyways, as I was saying, he's trying to connect to the American people, despite the fact he makes more in one day than most
But Charles
Americans.
discovered that it wasn't money that makes you people, it's these people molecules. Does Mitt Romney have people molecules?
Well, you see, he's Mormon, so I'm not sure how that works.
So the answer is no.
Most likely.
Okay. But by the way, I forgot to ask you, how are you today, Paul?
I'm pretty good.
I don't care. So, thank you for joining into the Nick Bolano Show, and please, remember to like our page on Facebook. Fuck you!